Alright guys, what's up? Just left the storage and the story came to my head. It's about the time I met and decided to hang out with the Dirtbag. When I met him, he wasn't Dirtbag. You know, I met him in sober living. We ate dinner together, made food together. Our rooms were right across the hall from each other. We were working out together. We were both in prison. So we were both doing some workouts, man, and workouts together. And it was really, really cool. This story takes place after I relapsed. I eventually relapsed when I was in sober living. Yeah, this takes place sometime after I got kicked out of sober living. After my relapse, I was obviously balls deep in my addiction, addicted to H. This one day, I couldn't find anything. Like, either my plug wasn't answering or he was waiting to get something. And it sucks, man. It sucks when you have a pocket full of cash and you know, you can't pick up. That's the mind frame, you know, when I was in active addiction. You know, it sucks. It's kind of like lighting a cigarette, but you don't have a lighter or your lighter's out. Anyway, so one day I couldn't find anything. And I was scrolling through my phone and I hit him up. And I knew he engaged in these activities. I'm not going to say any more than that. So I hit him up, seeing if he could, you know, help me out. And he found some stuff. So I go meet with him, right? And it's in a real shady part of Tucson. So I hit him up. He says, yeah, come through. You know, so we figure out a time. And I get in my car and leave, man. I even get there early just because I wanted to. I needed to get high as soon as possible. Not like that's going to expedite the process or anything, but you know, I was desperate. When you're in withdrawal, it's survival, man. You're trying to survive. You know, you're doing anything and everything just to not be sick. Sure, I could have went to detox, whatever, right? But I just wasn't ready, and I didn't want to have to deal with going to detox, and I didn't want to have to deal with withdrawal because it sucks. Anyway, so we meet up, right? Outside of his house. So, damn, I'm behind this big ass truck right now. Pepsi truck. So anyway, yeah, we meet up. I park. I text him. He comes out. So I'm picking up some H, right? But he also had some other stuff on him in his pocket. So, you know, he gets in my car, chop it up for about 30 seconds, whatever. And this cop rolls right behind us. And he parks like about two or three vehicle lengths on the side of me. And we are both freaking out, man. It didn't look good. It didn't look good at all. You know, he probably thought I was like it was a setup or something. But he didn't say anything, and that wasn't brought up or anything like that. He just freaked out. I was like, dude, should we take off? You know, I was about to put my keys in the ignition. He's like, no, just chill out. I'm like, fuck. So we're trying to keep an eye on this cop without it being obvious, right? You know, the cop's not leaving and he's not getting out of his car. You know, chances are he was probably working on another case or whatever, right? It was a shady spot to begin with, right? Shady side of town, shady area, especially that neighborhood. Anyway, so this guy that I'm talking about, he takes my black and he takes some other stuff out of his pocket. He's sitting in my passenger seat and he puts it on the freaking floor, right? The floor mat, the passenger seat. Puts it on the floor, gets out my car and walks off. I had a fat stack of H and a fat stack of some other stuff. And I didn't even give him his money yet. So he does that, he takes off, and I start my car, pull out cool, pull out smooth, and just take off, right? Looking in my rear view mirror, seeing if this cop freaking starts to follow me. So he doesn't. All right, so about a half hour later, he calls me up. This dude calls me up. He's like, hey, come back, the cop's gone. And I just paused for a second. I was like, this mother effer, bro. If I would have got caught, I would have got caught with all of that stuff. So I just said, F you, bro. You just pulled a dirtbag move. I forgot exactly what I said, but I said, F you, bro. I was like, if I would have got popped, I would have had all that on me, man, you know? And he wanted me to go back and pay him. I just told him, F you, bro. And I hung up shortly after I said some other stuff. So he knew he pulled a dirtbag move on me, right? And I never paid him back. All right, guys, I forgot to mention this guy was on parole and still engaging in these type of activities. But it doesn't matter, right? People do stuff like this on parole just to make some money. My question is, do you think I should have paid him back? Or just chalk it up as this is what happens, you know, in this world. So the moral of the story is, you know, if you decide to mess around and engage in these type of activities, this type of stuff happens. This type of stuff could happen. You know, if I would have got popped, I would have had a huge possession charge. And with my freaking record, bro, I'd probably still be locked up. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I just wanted to hit you guys with this story, man. I'm going to put up another interview today. So I got some work to do. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.